everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Giants going up against the Eagles. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Kaepernick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 51 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Colin Kaepernick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now Jones. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Kaepernick now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Long in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The 4th-year man from LSU, Brad Wing, to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles take possession. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. On 1st down, Kaepernick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Charles, I'm looking at you. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. Able to push his way through, and he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Kaepernick, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 2nd quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Jordan Hicks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated.
And the pressure gets to him again. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
A big boot that time, 57 yards. The official. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A reminder, coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals. But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it out of high school. 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good pitcher in high school, too.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Kaepernick. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck as some guys may have fallen to them, but for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the P8. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Here's Kaepernick to throw. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off,
now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. To throw, Kaepernick. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Kaepernick going to throw. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you could drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Kaepernick now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is knocked down from the side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Now, that was extremely well played defensively. So easy to go ahead and sell out. All 11 just going to the football expecting a run. Instead, they played their assignments really, really well.
Yeah, they were ready for the play action. Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Matt Jones. this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
And this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs. So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Now Kaepernick. He's going to take a shot for the ends. And this is caught. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Kaepernick. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Sammy Coates, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Fights him off. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He finds Coates complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for a Giants first. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Kaepernick will try again on second down. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And now another one thrown incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say...